welcome to Seattle day 3. Today is a free kind of day today. We don't really have anything we didn't have any plans until this morning. So today we're going to the Columbia Center Tower, and that's like right next door to our apartments. People have been saying that it has better views, it's cheaper, it's less crowded, and it's just all around better than the Space Needle in terms of, you know, getting a good view and everything like that. So we're gonna do that, and then we're gonna go have lunch at, what is it called? Dim Tai Fung, which was also highly recommended. And from there, we don't really have anything else planned other than maybe going to a park. So I slept really well last night. Today this morning I put on the Beauty of Joseon sunscreen. I also put on a little bit of petrolatum on my lips to just seal in some moisture. And then I put on a leave-in conditioner that has a UV filter in it, as well as this Pantene sea salt spray I bought at Target the other day. Yesterday, to just try and style my hair somewhat. So I actually probably need to fix that because it's crazy right now. We're about to go. Our appointment at the Columbia Center Tower is at 10:15, and it is 9:52. It's not going to take more than like 2 minutes to walk over there because it's like right next door. So today I'm just wearing, let me see if I can get better lighting. So today I'm just wearing my Coolie Bar shirt that I've been wearing for this couple of days already, and this has the hand protectors. This is like a blend of bamboo, and there's actually, I think, zinc oxide in here too to provide some UVB protection. And just wearing some slim ripped jean pants and my Brooks tennis shoes for walking, and I probably will just take like a baseball cap or something to shield the sun. Well, hello, back in the hotel, back into the abode. We had a fun afternoon. So just to give you a little bit of perspective, this was the Columbia Center Tower that we went to. So I don't know if you can you see the Columbia, there it is, the Columbia Center lettering. It's a little blurry, but here's the building. So we were on the 74th floor. It's like right next door to our hotel. Yeah, it goes all the way up there to the clouds, basically. I think I'm gonna put on some more sunscreen. So we've been inside all for about a couple hours, I would say, just hanging out. We have a lot of downtime right now. I think and Jacob mentioned this earlier, is that like, because we're here for so long, we got to Seattle, we were in St. Louis for like 2 full days, technically. And then we got into Seattle. When did we get into Seattle? Was it Saturday? Oh yeah, we got in on Friday night, and it is Monday Monday, and we're gonna be here until Thursday, so we have a lot of time in Seattle, which means we have, you know, quite a bit of downtime, which is actually pretty nice. I think like having sort of an extended vacation where you have a good mix of events and activities and also just some time to like rest, rejuvenate, have some downtime, I think is like the perfect way to go about it. So it's been really nice to just like come back to the hotel room and relax, and I was able to edit some vlog footage and get some things scheduled up, so that's been good. And now I think we're gonna go see a movie at 4. It's about, I think it's like 3:20 right now. Yeah, it's 3:17, so we're gonna go see a movie. I think it's just like a 12-minute walk from here. We're gonna see How They Run, which is like a murder mystery, sort of like comedic comedy movie set in London in the 1950s, so you know that I'm gonna like that. We watched the trailer together, Jacob and I, on the bed, and we saw that it was based on, I think they're like, in the movie they're doing like an Agatha Christie play, and I love Agatha Christie. I love Miss Marple, her Miss Marple series. And have you ever seen Miss Marple, like, or read Miss Marple? I haven't read Miss Marple, but I have watched like the series, the newer series. I don't know if it was BBC or ITV, but it was like a British series from the 2000s, and they also had like earlier seasons from like the 60s, I think, and they had movies and they had the TV shows like 80s, maybe 80s, 90s, and then they came back for a newer generation, and I really like those, the different marbles. You know, I really like murder mysteries, but I like the like ones that are set in the past, obviously. Like there's Miss Marple, and it's always like a female lead too. That's my favorite. It's like Miss Marple, and then there's Franny Fisher from Miss Fisher's Murder Mysteries. Is that what it's called? It's like an Australian series based on the books, but I've read one of the books. I've watched the series on, I think it was probably Netflix that I watched it, but I love Miss Marple. It's like set in 1920s Melbourne, Australia, so that's really fun. I really like that series. I think they also came out with a movie somewhat recently, so that was nice. It wasn't my favorite though. I preferred the TV shows to the movie. But anyway, yeah, I think because we're gonna go out again, we're not gonna really be outside that long, but I'm thinking I might put on just another layer of sunscreen just to have another layer on. I actually have 2 layers of the Beauty of Joseon sunscreen, so I put that on this morning. I put on 2 layers on my face and my neck, back of my neck. I have to say, I think I showed you this last time, but just having these movable mirrors has been really sort of a game changer in helping me get the sunscreen on the back of my neck, my side of my neck, and my ears and everything like that. It's just been so nice to have just like all these mirrors everywhere, even though like, I don't know, vanity. I think I'm gonna just put on a very, very thin layer of the MDSolarsciences. I'm gonna do the MDSolarsciences. So this is an SPF of 50. It's a purely mineral sunscreen with zinc oxide and titanium dioxide, and it does have some iron oxides for a tad bit of tint, but not much at all. It's definitely this sunscreen probably isn't great for deeper and darker skin tones, at least from what I've read online from reviews. And I mean, it just comes out as a white cast anyway, so there's a little bit of a tint, I would assume, from those iron oxides, which will help with blue light protection and visible light protection, which I would appreciate in the movie theater when you have that big screen just like coming at you, but I don't know how significant it is in terms of its protection. But I'm going to go ahead and put this on. I'm not going to put it on my forehead because I've already styled my hair and I don't want to mess it up. Yeah, I'm just going to do a really thin layer because I don't really care for the super white cast, and I'm not going to really be outside. I think like when you're in the city, and I definitely appreciated this when I lived in New York, the buildings really shield out a lot of sun. That being said, you can also get UV and the sun reflected off of glass buildings, which isn't appreciated, but the city has its pros and its cons. Yeah, I'm just going to do a thin layer because I don't really need a significant amount of, I already have that Beauty of Joseon, like 2 layers of that, and I think I'm just going to put this on top. I think it's really important to reapply, and it doesn't really matter if you have a chemical sunscreen on the bottom or as a base layer, you can put a mineral sunscreen on top, or vice versa. I don't think it really significantly matters. But as you can see, the mineral cream by MDSolarsciences kind of dissipates. I mean, the cast doesn't. A thin layer goes a long way in terms of UV protection, but also the white cast does dissipate, and it will dissipate once it dries down as well. It's a little casty and a little streaky. I mean, personally, I wouldn't use this if I'm going out and like socializing and going indoors and being around people, because I just don't like to have a white cast on my face, even though like I'll still rock it and still do it, but I much prefer clear sunscreen. But I also just want to use mineral sunscreen all the time. I just prefer mineral filters more so than I do chemical filters. I feel like that's, I know dermatologists, I know scientists and everything say it's fine, chemical filters are fine, but I think there's some evidence to suggest that it does accumulate in the blood. So I don't know what those long-term effects are, especially with like the Japanese and Korean filters. People ask me that, on this channel. They ask me if the sunscreen filters are safe. And I think that generally speaking, yes. I think that they are safe. I think that they're highly effective. I think the benefit outweighs any potential risks. I think that they've been studied extensively enough to prove long-term safety. Especially, we've had sunscreen filters, chemical sunscreen filters like benzoyl oxynucleate octocrylene for a long, long time. And there hasn't been any sort of direct causative link between that and any sort of health harms that we know of so far. For me, I just like to have a good balance. I like to wear mineral sunscreens, I like to wear chemical sunscreens, I like to just have that balance. And I think for the most part, I tend to stick with mineral sunscreens. Like the MDSolarsciences is fantastic because it's super moisturizing. This one, the mineral cream, I'll just put it up here so you can see it. This is the mineral, can you see it? Is it focusing? The mineral cream is, so the mineral cream, I like this. It's very moisturizing. It isn't as moisturizing as the Sport, the SPF 50 Sport. I think that is, or is that, no, I think that was like the one in the blue bottle. What was that called? But I really like that one. I reviewed it in my recent sunscreen haul. You can go check that out. That one's super moisturizing. I don't think it's water resistant. This one's also similarly moisturizing, but it's not as much so. I think it dries down a little bit more powdery. Not super powdery though. I think it does, but it does dry down a little bit more. And this one does say it's water resistant up to 80 minutes. I've actually been trying to get away from like really greasy, watery looking moisturizers as well as sunscreens, because I used to like the wet look, but now I kind of want the sort of naked and clear matte finish without drying out my skin. So it's been a challenge to find that balance. I think that this mineral cream by MDSolarsciences fits that bill. But as you can see, it's not super casty, right? I think like if you compare it to before, like if you rewind the video and you see like before I put on the sunscreen and after, I think that it's not super different, right? Am I right? And I think because I'm just going to be going into the movie theater, I'm going to be like surrounded by darkness and just be watching, the movie. It's going to be fine. So I think this is going to give me adequate protection. Again, with that base layer of the Beauty of Joseon, I think I'm good to go. All right, so I have my sunscreen on, I have my hair fixed. I think that, let's see, what time is it now? It is 3:26, almost 3:30. I think we're gonna leave at like 4 and then, go see the movie and maybe get popcorn, have a snack there, and then we'll figure out something for dinner. So I'll see you after. Look who just got out of the shower.
What am I supposed to say?
Nothing, just say something sweet and cute.
I'm sweet and cute.
Okay. You look very luxurious.
So this is the Seattle Public Library that's supposed to resemble stacked books, the architecture, but I don't know. I guess we don't really see it, at least from this angle. But it is pretty. It's a really interesting building. This is like a indoor mall. There's a Lululemon. So we've come here to go to Dim Tai Fung, which was highly recommended by quite a few people actually. Has great reviews too. Yeah, looks like an indoor mall. I was hoping we would go to an indoor mall. There's an AMC theater. Very 1950s in there. I don't know if I've ever been to a Johnny Rocket. Making dumplings. It's an art and a science. Okay, we're at Din Tai Fung. There's Jacob. And we just filled out our menu that we're going to get. So we're getting the hot and sour soup. And we're getting the Kuru Buta pork. How do you say that? Zhang Lu Bao? What is it?
I don't know.
Oh, okay. Well, XLB. And then the chicken and mushroom buns and the string beans with garlic. Thank you, Jane, for the recommendation. So they brought us some ginger and some, I think, chili sauce. And here is here's directions on how to eat Zhao Long Bao. Oh, that's what it is, Zhao Long Bao, right? ZLB. So I'm gonna read up on this so I'm I'm well versed in how to eat this. Okay, so Jacob's already followed the first step of the instructions. It looks like you do, it says pour soy sauce and vinegar into the ginger dish. We recommend 1 to 3 ratio of soy sauce to vinegar. So 1 part of soy sauce, and this is for the Zhao Long Bao. So 1 part of soy sauce. Do you think that's enough?
Mm-hmm.
And then, because you're just guesstimating, so maybe just like 3 times as long as I did the vinegar. Yeah, there we go. That looks good. All right, so Jacob ordered the cucumber salad, which I was kind of against at first, but do you like it? If I can pick it up. Yeah, it's good. I like the sauce quite well. It's not bad. I think these are like, what kind of cucumbers are these? Like Persian cucumbers, maybe? Okay, so we have the pork Zhao Long Bao. Just came out steamy. All right, are we ready to eat it? Ready to try it? All right. Okay, I'm gonna try the dumplings, so let's see what it's like. All right, these are really good, especially when you add the ginger. And now we have the hot and sour soup that we're about to share. Oh, now we got some big chicken buns. Chicken buns. Look how steamy they are. And I think this is our final item, the green beans. These are really good. Garlic green beans, string beans. Okay, we got our diet Pepsis, which aren't good for us, but just something like a treat. I'm just gonna sip on it. Oh, cheers. And then we got our buttered popcorn. Jacob was very insistent. And now we're headed into the theater. Okay, so we just got out of the movie. I liked it a lot, but Jacob wasn't a fan.
I'm just not really a movie person.
Yeah, well, I liked it because it was set in the 50s and it was Agatha Christie, which I love. I'm here to Mason's famous lobster rolls because Jacob had a hankering for lobster roll and chowder, of course. Hi. Oh, I thought that was like a river down there, but it's just a street. Okay. Yeah, it's pretty. Okay, we are beginning our descent. Ascent uphill. All right, we just went up 2 hills. Now we have 2 more hills to go. This is a workout. But it is a climb. Looks like we're back at the library again. Oh yeah. I still don't see the books though. We're at 4th. We just need to go up 1 more hill to be at 5th. Okay, we're gonna hop into this Amazon Go real quick just to see what they have. We're gonna go in there and go. They have salads, sandwiches, soups, sushi. I don't know if I want to bring the sushi into the hotel room though. See if they have any interesting chocolate. No. Oh, they have Lily's. Milk chocolate, unsweetened.
And Theo, which I know is based out of here.
Let's see what else do they have. I'm just looking for something maybe fun for the hotel room, like a snack or something. Oh, I used to like these coconut crisps. I mean, I still do, but I don't get them anymore. They have chocolate coated ones that I like. I wonder if they have any Zevia. They have Olipop. Do you have any coffees that don't want to be staying up all night? Any chips? Oh, there's these grain-free, I like these lime grain-free tortilla chips. They're still high in carbs though. It's fun in here. It's quite small though. But it's like, has all your basics, all things that you need. Amazon basics. Wonder if they have sunscreen. I don't think they do. Okay, I sort of panic bought something, these pretzel nuggets. I don't know why. I don't even know if I'm gonna eat them. But Jacob got a cookie.
I have no idea why you bought those.
What is that though? Is that an oatmeal raisin or what?
Chocolate
oat? Can I have some?
No.
Please.
You got your own snack.
Alright. Alright, we are back in the hotel. You can tell it is evening time. The sun has set. It's the Columbia Tower. I wonder what offices are in there. Like, you know, Jacob, like who's in there? I see offices down there. Anyway, we are back in the hotel for the night. We are gonna relax. I think I'm gonna take a shower, get my sunscreen off, do the double cleanse, maybe listen to a podcast or 2 while I do that. I actually have to call up to the front desk to get some water because I have no water. I went in the Amazon to-go store. So when you go in there, you like scan your QR code, your in-store code on the Amazon app, and then you just pick up anything that you want and you leave. Like you don't see a cashier or anything, and it just, I guess there's cameras and like, I don't know, science. But they have a bunch of things that just, you know, check you out and you get a receipt later on. There's no bags, there's nothing. So it's almost like you're just walking out of the store, but you are
eventually paying for it. Yeah, and I didn't get any water, and that was the whole reason why I wanted to go. But I just like picked something up really quickly, something that I probably will eat. I'm not gonna throw it away, but I'll probably take it with me on the plane ride back home on Thursday. But anyway, I have to call up to the front desk. The front desk is on the, what is it, the 16th floor, and we're on the 15th floor, so like all of the floors of the hotel are below the 16th, and we're right below it. So I have to call and get some water sent up, and then I think tomorrow what we're gonna do is, I think we're gonna have room service bring up coffee, and we'll just sip on it while we're getting ready, and then we're gonna go out for breakfast, but I'll show you in tomorrow's vlog. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. I think I'm gonna go ahead and get ready for bed. I'm not gonna do any sort of intense skincare routine tonight, only just going to take off that MDSolarsciences, which again, as you can see, not super casty in this light compared to my hand. I don't have any sunscreen on my hand or anything, so you can see how the difference is, but I think it's minimal. You know, even in sunlight, I think it's fine, but yeah, I'm gonna take that off, do the double cleanse, and just relax. So I hope you enjoyed this vlog. If you did, please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button as well. I'd love to have you here, and I will see you tomorrow. Join me again for another Seattle adventure. Bye.